Most people don't arrive at enlightenment from peace. They arrive from the wreckage of something that was supposed to work. Exhaustion, grief, and the realization that the self we've constructed can't hold any more weight. The path to enlightenment is often paradoxical, and this video explores the exact bind that makes it so challenging. The body is the first to know before the mind can grasp the concept of enlightenment. The body registers the shift. The somatic signal is often a deep sense of release, a letting go of tension that has been held for years. The release is not purely mental. Muscles unlock, breath deepens, the gaze softens. The body's wisdom, often overlooked, is the first to recognize the futility of the self's control. This is seen in the relaxation of muscles, the deepening of breath, and the softening of the gaze. The body's response is a precursor to the mind's understanding, a somatic acknowledgement that the self is not in control. This is a lived somatic event, not a theoretical position. Paradox at the heart of enlightenment is that the self, which we believe to be in control, is actually an illusion. This is the exact tension that the human mind resists. The mind clings to the idea of control because it provides a sense of security and identity. However, the realization that the self is not in control challenges this deeply ingrained belief. This resistance is rooted in the fear of losing control, which is why the mind cannot hold both sides of this paradox at once. The tension lies in the simultaneous need for control and the realization that control is an illusion. In Zen Buddhism, the concept of no-self is central. The Zen master Dogen Zenji, in his work Shobogenzo, states that the self is not a fixed entity, but a constantly changing process. This aligns with today's framing of enlightenment as a realization of the impermanence and non-self nature of reality. However, Dogen's teachings also emphasize the importance of practice and meditation to realize this truth. The modern interpretation often bypasses the rigorous practice, focusing instead on intellectual understanding. This can lead to a superficial grasp of the concept without the deep transformation that comes from embodied practice. For instance, in the Sufi tradition, the practice of dhikr, or remembrance of God, serves a similar purpose, fostering a deep experiential understanding of the self's impermanence. Without such practices, individuals may fall into the trap of pseudo-enlightenment, where they claim to understand profound truths without the necessary experiential grounding. This can result in a hollow intellectualization that lacks the transformative power of genuine spiritual practice. An embodied moment of enlightenment might look like this. A soldier in the army, during training, experiences a profound sense of release. The initial months of training are structured, with no need to worry about daily decisions. This simplicity allows for a deep relaxation of the mind and body. The soldier's body feels the weight of control lifting, and there is a sense of surrender to the present moment. This moment is not about achieving a goal, but about being fully present in the experience. The soldier's body and mind are in harmony, and the illusion of control dissolves. This sense of surrender echoes the Zen practice of Shoshin, or beginner's mind, where one approaches each moment with openness and acceptance, free from preconceptions and the need for control. The lived experience of enlightenment is complex in practice. It can lead to moments of profound clarity and moments of confusion. The failure mode is often the ego's attempt to maintain control, even in the face of realization. The moment it clicks is when one acknowledges that the self is not in control, and this can be a liberating yet disorienting experience. The social cost is the loneliness of seeing what others do not. This can lead to isolation, as one's perspective shifts away from the collective narrative. The journey is not linear, and there are moments of regression and growth. The key is to stay with the experience, even when it is challenging. What does it mean to live in a world where the self is not in control? And how do we navigate the paradox of enlightenment?